Today is Saturday, May 14th. It is almost 3 weeks since Sasha had her stem cell therapy. For those of you who are new to Sasha's journey, the reason we had stem cell therapy is in 2011 she had what's called a fibrocartilaginous embolism. It's a spinal stroke. And it left her with a weakened rear leg, specifically the left one. She was able to adapt and overcome. She regained approximately 85 to 90% use of that leg. Then in the beginning of 2016, I saw that she had some impaired mobility. She was falling down more. The leg seemed weaker. She was dragging it. She was knuckling. That's where they turn the knuckles of the foot under. So I took her to a neurosurgeon who had originally treated her. We have company who had originally treated her fibrocartilaginous embolism for an evaluation. Initially, he thought she had degenerative myelopathy. When the genetic testing ruled that out, he believed she had spinal compression caused from a disc. She was scheduled to have surgery on April 11th following a diagnostic MRI. Tragically, on April 7th, she woke up completely blind. It's called SARDS, sudden acute retinal degeneration or something like that. We kept our April 11th appointment, and she had also, that day, she had an MRI of her head to rule out any structural abnormalities. She had her head shaved, and they draw cerebral spinal fluid for a spinal tap to rule out any infectious process, and she had a variety of lab tests. She also had the MRI of the spine, which shocked the neurosurgeon because it showed absolutely no spinal compression. Nothing that could be corrected by surgery. It was at that point that I opted for stem cell therapy. I had previously researched it. I knew that his practice provided it. We went back on April 26th. She had the stem cell therapy, and she was, for 10 days, she was limited to just brief outside walks just for potty breaks. So we didn't really get to see much. But we noticed steady, small but steady improvements. Previously, Sasha wasn't able to squat to go to the bathroom. Every day, she's squatting just a little bit more. Now, that might not sound like much, but for a dog who literally stood up to urinate or stood up to have a bowel movement, that's an improvement. She does not like being outside right now on the leash, but because she's still blind, I feel very uncomfortable having her out here not on a leash. It literally pains me to see her run into something. Now that the stem cell is over, I did bank some cells in case she needs a second infusion. Phase 1 of her journey towards wellness is complete. And we have entered phase 2, which is the collaboration between two brilliant doctors. One is Sarah Noble, Sasha's internist here in Maine on the East Coast, and the other is the equally brilliant Dr. Alfred Plechner from Los Angeles, California. Dr. Plechner has quite an impressive resume, and one of the things of particular interest is he's devoted almost his entire career to the research of SARDS, the autoimmune disorders, the endocrine system, and the relationship between autoimmune disorder, deficiency, and the onset of SARDS. He has developed a protocol that has enabled many dogs to regain some or all of their vision. So he is graciously collaborating with Sarah Noble, and Sasha has received the first treatment, which is an injection of a medication. And we're hoping that when the treatment is over, she'll regain some vision. If she doesn't, you know what? We're going to love her and help her to adapt to her world of darkness. And that's her sister Inga. They've gotten particularly close. Inga senses that something's amiss with Sasha. As I was saying, if we are not able to restore her vision, we're going to love her anyway, and we're going to give her the best quality of life possible. I already have a harness and a blind dog halo and other things in my Amazon shopping cart. I'm just holding off for another week or two.